What's up, troopers? My name is Neon, and this is a big video. This is the video of every single weapon in the game with its best weapon setup. So before we get into the video, troopers, you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do, and of course leave a like on the video. Thank you very much. But this is it, troopers. This is pretty much the final best weapon setup video with all the weapons. Everything here is tiered 1. So with these setup videos, you know I'm going to be showing the right ones. We're going to start in order. We're going to go with the secondary pistols, then the SMGs, assault rifle, LMG, marksman, sniper, and then the tactical weapons. So this is going to be a long one. I'm going to timestamp each category, but I'm not going to go over each weapon super long, as most of the builds are pretty similar. So if you see a weapon build you like, just make sure to pause the video so you can copy it. Alright, here's the first one. This is the G57. We have the MP28, the M44 pistol, the PF51 pistol. This is an automatic, gives you 51 rounds. The NVK pistol, probably one of my favorite secondary pistols in the game. The pump shoddy, L9CZ, the Deagle, everyone loves the Deagle. M1911, MP412, R93R, MP443. Alright, and here we are on the SMG side. This is the PBX45, the first beginner SMG weapon, and this is my combo. The PB29, probably the most overused weapon in the game. This is like an SMG but an AR at the same time. The MP9, very fast, good at close quartered. The K30, probably one of the fastest TTK weapons in the SMG class. Another weapon was also very fast with TTKs, the AC9. This will absolutely dominate at close range. A little bit tricky on the recoil, but very rewarding. The CZ3, like this weapon, it has a good drum mag. And this weapon here is the P90. The AKS-74U has got a lot more nicer rate of fire now, but honestly quite weak on the SMG side. And the PB2000, you'd be honestly surprised the weapon could perform. Honestly, most people think this gun is pretty weak. You'd be really surprised of how well it actually is. Here we are on the assault rifle class. Now, these are the biggest assault rifle class setups because I am a mainly assault rifle type of guy. So this is the full combo for the M5A3, a really big combo. Of course, you got the rate of fire increase here and here. The AM40. Now, everyone loves this weapon. The AM40 is the assault rifle with no recoil. My most used weapon in the game, the AK-24. This is the gun I've been using all the time, the highest tiers out of anything. The Savar, a very hard hitting weapon, very rewarding at close range and medium range and even longer ranges. Slow rate of fire, so you got to be careful the way you use it, but if you don't want to use the drum mags, you can increase the rate of fire with the standard issue. AC-42, honestly, this isn't a gun I really like using. This is a burst fire weapon, but up to you if you want to use it. I've actually used this weapon in single fire. The RM68, probably one of the most overpowered weapons in the game at one point, but honestly it got nerfed, it wasn't that good, but then they made it even better over time. A good assault rifle now. The GW, a classic weapon, the only thing I think it lacks on is just it only has 30 rounds. So if it was me, I'd be using the subsonic with the rep suppressor. The V8X D3, a very fast rate of fire weapon, good on TTK as well, and you'll really shred with this gun. The AK-5C, this gun really reminds me like the AK-24, very consistent at ranges. M16A3, good on the rate of fire of the weapon, but just doesn't really have a good sight variety. The ACWR, at one point it was definitely meta, now it's kind of balanced. A91, not a great assault rifle, most people don't mind using it, but it's good on rate of fire, but except that, it really isn't a crazy weapon. The M416, a classic weapon, especially from Battlefield 1. The MTAR-21, now this is a weapon what also isn't crazy, but it deals a lot of damage when it comes to its rate of fire. So if you're going to be using something like this, maybe a small map would work out really well. And the last one to finish it off is the AEK. Now this weapon has a very fast rate of fire, but honestly it has one of the highest damages in the assault rifle class. You thought out of any weapon could do really fast with a rate of fire or even TTK, well this weapon would take the key of it. AEK is definitely a shredded weapon, absolutely dominate with it. Here we are on the LMG side, we got the LCMG. This is the first LMG you can be using in the game. Multiple ways you can use it, you can have a slow rate of fire or increase the rate of fire. The Avanci, I remember when the Avanci came out for season 2, it was literally an assault rifle at that point. Assault rifle with 200 rounds. It's been nerfed over time, but still performs really well and pretty good when it comes to its accuracy. Everyone loves the Avanti. The PKP, it wasn't a bad weapon, has a nice rate of fire, but honestly, it's not an LMG you should be using. The RPT-31 really reminds me like the PKP, same thing, good rate of fire, but just doesn't really do that well when it comes to damage. The DFR Strifer, now this is a unique weapon because this isn't just like an LMG, it can also perform like an assault rifle. This is the M16E4, not a fast rate of fire weapon, but very good when it comes to damage and consistency of accuracy and recoil control. This is an LMG weapon will definitely keep you consistent in the battlefield. This LMG is actually really awesome. This is the XM8 LMG. This weapon will actually do some pretty good damage for you. M24OB isn't a good assault rifle. If it was me, I would just skip this one. Type 88 LMG, well, this is probably one of the worst LMGs in the game. And the RPK LMG. I was looking forward to using this weapon, but, well, it just didn't do it like an LMG should be doing. It's nice and all. I thought I was going to have a lot of fun with it, but it just isn't crazy when it comes to damage. Pretty weak on the LMG side. Here we are on the marksman rifle side. The first one is the DM7. I feel like everyone's used this at some point. We have the SVK. The SVK is a really nice weapon because this also does a 2-shot upper torso. If you like the DMRs but you want to have a really fast rate of fire weapon, then maybe use the VCAR. Good at medium and close range, but just make sure you're good with the trigger finger. The BSVM, probably one of the most overpowered DMRs in the game so far. If you use this combo here, you're going to work really well with this weapon, trust me on that. The G428, this weapon used to be insane at the start, but now it's kind of been nerfed. It's not as crazy, it's still usable, but honestly there's better DMRs. The M39 EBR, a very rewarding weapon, it just has a lot of visual recoil. And the last one's the SVD. The SVD is kind of a tricky weapon to use, but this one is really good when it comes to damage. Guarantee upper torso 2-shot kill. Here we are on the sniper classes. I gotta be honest with you troopers, I don't really use that much when it comes to sniping. I kind of gave up when it came to 2042, as it just doesn't feel the same like the older battlefields. But I have sniped here and there, and I've got some really nice cool clips, like some chopper snipes. This is the second weapon for the DXR in the sniper class. This is going to work out well when it comes to your bullet velocity. This is a sniper what can get enemies from distance. The NTW, now this is the sniper for me. If there's any sniper I'm going to be choosing, it's this gun here. Why? Because it's 1-shot kill at 100 meters or less. Out of all the sniper rifles, this is definitely my favorite. We have the XCE, and then the last one is the GOL sniper rifle. Alright, here we are on the tactical weapons. The first one we have is the shotgun. Gotta be using the bug shot, get that laser sight so it's good for this hip firing, and you'll be good to go. The GVT sniper rifle isn't a good gun. I really didn't like it. The way how I actually tiered 1 this gun was I played on hardcore servers and I just did it that way. One of the most overpowered shotguns in the game, and that's the 12 auto. You can have up to 20 rounds with this thing and increase the rate of fire. The crossbow, the very unique weapon, but very rewarding when it comes to 1-shots. But it has to be by a certain distance. You can't one-shot people from miles away. But if you ever play like a custom mode and it has no bullet velocity, you can use this weapon like a sniper rifle. And speaking of sniper rifles, this is the rough sniper. But what's make this weapon so unique is the fact is this is a powered energy weapon. So when you shoot with it, it goes completely straight. No such thing as bullet drop. But it does have a little bit of delay when you shoot with this gun. You really have to practice with this weapon to really learn how it works. You have multiple modes with it. You can have an automatic or the sniper round or even a burst fire. And the last one is the NVK shotgun. Really, when it comes to most of the other shotguns like the 12 auto or even a pump shotgun, I would really choose that one first instead of this one. There we go troopers, that's all the best weapon setups in Battlefield 2042. I really hope I didn't miss anything, but what's so good about making these videos is the fact is I've used every single weapon in the game and dominated with them. I have every single weapon tiered 1, so if you feel like, oh, is this guy even talking legit here? Guys, I'm talking straight facts, right? These weapon setups are going to be perfect for any weapon you want to be using. I have every single weapon tiered 1. I know what I'm talking about. So what you're waiting for? Go and pick a weapon what you want to use that setup and go and dominate the battlefield. Thank you very much for supporting this video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, be a part of the Pink Wig Army, and I'll see you on the battlefield.